Welcome to Rebel Life Boxing, where I talk boxing and anything in between. Make sure to catch new videos daily at 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 1 p.m., and 5 p.m. Also catch an early bird video weekdays at 6 a.m. Support the channel, and thanks for watching. So after Caleb Plant gets knocked out last night, I was thinking, man, like, I was wondering, before this fight, before he fought Canelo, I was like, man, he's going to have to bring the fight to him. He's going to have to bring some dog out of him. And, the shit that he was talking before the fight, man, I was like, letting me to believe that Caleb Plant has some dog in him, man. Because I'm like, damn, this is America, man. American fighters, man, we got all the grit. You know what I'm saying? And he gets in there, man. Before the fight, he talking about, he was going to go in there. He ain't going in there just to lay down, and he ain't going in there for a check, and come November 6th, everybody gonna see what he about and all of this stuff. I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? He gets in there, dude, takes a couple of shots from Canelo to the face, and my boy crumbles like a bag of potatoes, man. Boxing is a mental thing, man. It's mental as well as physical. And sometimes people put that mental pressure on you, man. If you don't have the dog in you to block that out, then there's no good. There's no use, man. You're not gonna win. You're gonna lose, man. You're gonna become a defeated person every time, man. In boxing, some fighters will push you to bring dog out more than others. It just so happened none of the fighters that he fought, like I did say, he fought nobody like Canelo yet. They didn't bring that real dog out of him. And then last night we got to see if Caleb Plant really had dog in him, and unfortunately, he doesn't. He just doesn't have dog in him. I wanted to believe he had dog in him. He don't have no dog in him, man. And got to thinking, man. Is there a way to bring dog out of Caleb Plant, or is it something that you just got to be born with? Now, when you look at Tyson Fury, for instance, man, and those UK fighters over there, a lot of them UK fighters don't have dog in them. A lot of them are quitters. They quit. They always getting their face busted open. All type of mess. But Josh Taylor is an exception, and so is Tyson Fury. There might be some others, but Tyson Fury has a lot of dog in him. Absolutely, he's a fucking animal. Got to give it to Tyson Fury. But before he joined Kronk, it was almost like he was a passive dog. Like he had the movement and everything, but he wasn't overly aggressive. He didn't really have that skill set to do it. As soon as this dude joins Kronk, look what he done did. Look, he turned into a monster, man. He unlocked another level of some shit, and he beat Wilder twice. Period. Hands down, he turned into a motherfucking dog. Kronk Gym is notorious for that, man, and they do good jobs with all their fighters. I believe Nico Walsh, Ali's nephew, Ali's grandson, he's under Kronk Gym. He trains with Kronk. He's getting knockouts. He's a monster, as far as we can see right now, at least. He still needs work, but he still has that Kronk. Kronk is known for bringing out that animal in you, that savage, that dog. And they brought it out of Tyson Fury, man, and it shows. And I believe it was another Kronk, somebody else recently got a KO that trained in the Kronk Gym. Anthony Durrell, I think last night he caught a knockout. I think he's on the Kronk Gym. He caught a knockout. You see, could Caleb Plant possibly benefit from joining, training with Kronk? Because he don't got no dog in him, man. Can you find dog somewhere? Or can dog be built into you? You gotta look at it like, it might be too late. It might be. I mean, sometimes you're born with dog, or you grow up with it, and it's pushed out of you, and it sticks with you. But the way he was telling it to everybody, he grew up hard and he been through things in Tennessee and all of this stuff. Now, there was a video of Caleb Plant that surfaced years ago. He was in a street fight, I believe. This black dude was fighting him. I think Caleb was much younger. I'm not sure how that transpired, but I think that was him. They said it was him in a street fight, and I was watching the video. He was handling himself real good, tearing dude up, pot shotting him, catching them all in his face. Dude couldn't do nothing with Caleb Plant. If that was Caleb Plant, I'm not sure if it was. Maybe I didn't watch a longer video where I actually could see his full face, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know what video I'm talking about because it's out there. You can type it in on YouTube, Caleb Plant street fight. You'll see it. But he definitely needs dog, man. I think Canelo probably took something. He could have possibly took something out of him, and I don't want to see fighters go out like that. He only got one loss. I don't want to see him go out and become a punching bag because his confidence been zapped. Because he went in there talking big boy shit, and people was expecting him to deliver on that, and he didn't even try. He didn't even. From the opening bell, I get it the first 2 rounds, man. Sometimes, those are feeler rounds. But after a while, bro, like, he didn't step on the gas. He didn't press the issue. He didn't have no savage in him. He didn't push the issue at all, man. He didn't even try to. He was in the pocket with him a little bit, but he was just standing there, like, getting himself punched up. Like, all right, if you're going to stand in the pocket, do something, man. Don't just stand there, trying to, throw the Philly shell up at him, and he wasn't doing nothing. And then he had Canelo on the ropes. I understand, don't rush in there because it could have been a trap, but you're supposed to have the IQ. Do some work. Go in there, tear his ass up, back out. Wear him out, keep wearing him to the body. Something. He didn't do it, man. He just was doing a little pity pat jabs while Canelo's on the rope. Pip, 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 pip. And, I'm starting, like I said, I don't think he went there to win, man. I think he went there to play games and get a check. He the one that said he wasn't looking to get a check. And from that performance, which was defensively, he did very good. Offensively, he did terrible. He wasn't throwing enough power punches. He wasn't sitting on enough of his punches at all. So I can't. I got to give him a C, or maybe I got to give him a C because he didn't hurt Canelo. He may have touched him to the body in the 7th. That may have made Canelo wince a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm not even too sure of that. But I saw it. It looked like he did hit him with something that did affect him a little bit. But man, that's it. That's really it. And then even, I'll even give Caleb a little bit of credit. I never saw any other time in that fight where he looked like he was in danger or nothing like that. It was just that 11th round. I guess he got gassed and got careless, and then that was it. But still, the rest of the fight, he wasn't doing no real offensive work. So where was the dog at? And I wonder if he go train under Kronk, will Sugar Hill help him instill a little bit of dog or some savageness in him, man? Some put some pressure on these fighters, man. Reevaluate itself, kind of like how when when Canelo lost to Floyd Mayweather, he took a step back and then he turned into a motherfucking monster, right? So why not? Why not give it a shot? You know what I'm saying? And it might be beneficial to him, might not, man. Like I said, some people probably born with that dog in them. His dog might be some things. Most of the time, you can't teach dog. You gotta be, he's saying, like I said, it goes back to what he was saying. He was talking about he'd been through all this stuff and, he had hard times. All right, so then that means you should have had dog in you. You should have shown that ring, and it didn't show. So is there hope for Caleb Plant as far as, him being an aggressive fighter when he needs to be aggressive? He doesn't have to always be aggressive all through the fight, but it's good to be a little bit aggressive because it'll give your opponent a little bit of doubt. Like, look, I'm not gonna fuck with this motherfucker, man. I'm gonna keep my bay. Even if you are a mover boxer, once you plant your feet and get aggressive and put some pressure on somebody, and then you take it back outside, they gonna know when it's time when they come in for you. They got something. They gonna have a problem when they come in. It's gonna have them doubt, and that's part of the mental game too. And unfortunately, Canelo was able to mentally snatch Caleb's soul, man. It's just what it is. But let me know what y'all think about that. Would Kronk Gym help Caleb Plant get some kind of fucking dog in him, man? I don't know. But, man, I don't even know what his next move is going to be from here. But it'd be interesting to see how he does in this next fight. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, and share, and comment. This is Rebel Life Boxing. Catch you guys later on the next one. And I'm off this. Peace.